Today's a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it forever.
Paul, I can't thank you enough for how happy you made Amy. I never, ever thought that the smile on Amy's face could ever be bigger until the first time I saw her standing next to you. You're everything I could have hoped for and more for my best friend. Thank you.
State of Florida, I meow pronounce you husband and wife. You may meow kiss the groom.
I stretch my hands
Welcome, everybody. It's such a beautiful day today. Who gives away this woman?
We do.
All right. Who gives away this man?
We do.
All right. The way you guys all look really nice. Today's a celebration. A celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it forever. You don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage. And when you think about it, the whole thing is a little weird. You're standing on stage or in the grass, looking fancy, holding flowers, being stared at by pretty much everyone who has meant anything to you in the past 20-something years. So why did we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, the one universal truth. No matter who you are, where you come from, what you believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you're both standing here, and that's why we're all standing up here with you. We all have loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. I'm here, and we're all here to hope with you, to support you, be proud of you, and remind you that love isn't necessarily happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your own story. It's not one moment. It's not even this moment. It's every moment. It's big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments: falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, binge watching Netflix shows. We all do it. Getting a big hug when you get home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways, and even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it. And we definitely see it here today. So Amy and Paul have chosen to write their own vows. Amy, ladies first. Enunciate.
When we met, I expected nothing, but suddenly right in front of me was everything. You are the best man and person I have ever met. There's no one like you. Nurturing and tender, brilliant and dapper, strong and constant. Thank you for showing me what life could be, because this is what life is supposed to be like. This is how it's supposed to feel. It feels like happiness when I'm sad. It feels like everything will be all right forever. Thank you for this life. And I vow to never forget that this is a once-in-a-lifetime love.
Hold on to that there. Hold on to that for me. You hold on to this for me. Put your pinky out.
I was done the first time I saw you. I was doubly done the first time you spoke. The better I know you, the more I love you. I'm always learning to be braver and kinder and more loving just to keep up. I promise to love you, to support you, to stand by your side, to care for you, and let you care for me for the rest of our lives.
Beautiful. You both have chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. And people often say that wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface where someone dug them up. The metal was liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, molded and cooled and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope that you remember that. One ring to rule them all.
Something badass.
Amy, will you keep Paul as your favorite person? To laugh with him, go on adventures with him, to support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I will.
Now repeat after me. I, Amy, give you, Paul, this ring
I, Amy, give you, Paul, this ring
as an eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you.
as an eternal symbol of what?
My love and commitment to
My
you.
love and commitment to you.
Paul, will you keep Amy as your favorite person? To laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day.
I will.
Now repeat after me. I, Paul, give you, Amy, this ring
I, Paul, give you, Amy, this ring
as an eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you.
as the eternal symbol of my love and commitment to you.
The ring.
It's okay. We do it.
Now, by the power invested in me by the state of Florida, I meow pronounce you husband and wife. You may meow kiss the groom. I present you, Mr. and Mrs. Rob.
About that bass, no trouble. All about that bass, about that bass, no trouble. All about that bass, about that bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear. It sounds too good. I can shake it. I got some close to do. So I got that boom boom.
Doesn't get any better than that. Very nicely done. Excellent. Good job.
You gotta leave me now. You got to go alone. You gotta chase a dream, one that's all your own, before it slips away. When you're flying high, take my heart along. I'll be the harmony to every lonely song that you learn to play. When you're soaring through the air, I'll be your solid ground. Take every chance you dare, I'll still be there when you come back down. When you come back down. Awaiting your return, my greatest fear will be that you will crash and burn, and I won't feel your fire. I'll be the other hand that always holds the line, connecting in between your sweetheart and mine. I'm strung out on that wire. I'll be on the other end to hear you when you call. Angel, you were born to fly, and if you get too high, I'll catch you when you fall. Catch you when you fall. Every new day brings. I know the sky is calling. Angel, let me help you with your wings. When you're soaring through the air, I'll be solid ground. Take every chance you dare, I'll still be there when you come back down. Take every chance you dare, I'll still be there when you come back down. When you come back down.
There you have the family dance.
Let me tell you a little bit about Amy and Paul. Well, Amy was just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. No, I'm just kidding. Paul hates that song. And so do I. Anyway, but for real, I just wanted to say that I really just couldn't be happier for the two of you. And yeah. And I guess just Amy's whole life, she's always taking care of everyone, and it's really nice to have someone take care of her. So yeah.
Thank you.
And that's it. Hello. I'm a little prepared tonight. I have a little script here. I'm a planner, everybody knows that. I want to just first start by thanking Mr. and Mrs. Rob for this beautiful party and saying how gorgeous the bride and groom are. Can we get a round of applause for how gorgeous Amy and Paul look tonight? Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Rob. This is a beautiful party. All right, I'm gonna try to get through this without crying, but if there's tears, so be it. Okay, my name is Jen, and for those of you that don't know me, Amy and I have been best friends for 20 years now, since the 9th grade. It's hard to believe it's been 20 years. That makes us pretty old, since sometimes I think I'm only 23, but 20 years ago, I met my best friend. I think it was the red hair that brought on the instant connection, but who knows? Growing up, people always thought we were sisters, and we loved that. We loved pretending that we were sisters, and I kind of fit in. Again, the red hair thing, I was always tagging along with her family, and they kind of, welcomed me in like I was one of their family members, and we've always treated each other as family. I mean, my parents are here tonight because we are family. Aside from being absolutely gorgeous, intelligent, successful, Amy has always had a special way with people. And spend a couple hours in her salon and listen to how she interacts with her clients. Everyone's a friend, everyone's important, everyone's special, everyone gets her undivided attention. I mean, everyone's important to her. Everyone that she comes in contact with. She has a heart of gold and a sense of good that I've never seen in anybody else in my entire life. She puts thought and effort into everything she does, and maybe that's why she's always late for everything. She has more patience than anyone I've ever met, ever. She's the best listener. And she gives the best advice, even though she's brutally honest, and it's her way or nothing. And that's it. There's no other way to do it but the Amy way. And sometimes, most of the time, I'll admit she's right. Right, Paul?
What you're talking about, that's totally not true. Unless it is it? Yes. Yes.
Good answer. I think it's fair to say that everyone in this room has probably learned something since they've known Amy. Anything from not to dye your hair with something from a box, how to apply eyeliner the proper way, where to buy your fresh produce, how to grill salmon. I mean, everything. The girl knows everything, right? Am I right? Come on, seriously. Whose hair has looked better since before Amy? It's impossible. She's the best. If you don't know Amy, if you haven't known her that long, I promise you we'll learn something from her very soon. And other than all those silly things like the makeup and the cooking and everything else, she can teach you a thing or two about how to be the best friend, mother, daughter, sister, and wife. I think everyone can agree. I'm gonna wrap this up. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to watch Amy grow, change, and evolve into the wonderful, beautiful woman that we see here today. And now she's even more wonderful, Paul, because of you. Paul? Yes, Paul. I can't thank you enough for how happy you made Amy. I never, ever thought that the smile on Amy's face could ever be bigger until the first time I saw her standing next to you. You're everything I could have hoped for and more for my best friend. Thank you. Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Rob. I love you both.
Oh.
Excellent choice. All right, the decision was made that the crying one goes before the one who's funnier. So for those who don't know me, I'm Mike. I'm the baby of the family. I've been treated that way my whole life. And if you don't know my mom and my dad and their emotions, well, you're going to see what it looks like out of me because I'm the worst at this stuff. I also learned something from kids' parties, and that instead of writing things on paper, I now make notes on my phone, which I've seen kids do at all of my kids' parties. So Paul and I are 5 years apart, and growing up, I kind of felt we were worlds apart. He's a musician. I can't read a note of music. I played a lot of sports. He watched me play them. But, the thing about Paul is the older brother. This guy and I fought a fair amount growing up. Paul was always just the nice guy to everybody. Here we go. I'm terrible at this stuff. All right, I'm gonna get through this. Anyway, he's a very nice guy to everybody on the planet, always. And it's what kind of makes him special, because he doesn't ask for anything. He just treats everybody with respect, and has always treated his family and his beautiful daughters, at the highest level. And, in life, he was never going to settle for anything and never going to let anything interfere with his girls and their life. So, Amy, you came along. We can't thank you enough, because you're amazing, and he deserved you. And it's so, for me to see that is really special. So I actually was going to lead in with a Journey song too, just to really egg you on, but actually the same lyrics were coming into my mind, or it was his lyrics of Open Arms. Either way, I knew it would hurt Paul. So, but I didn't get to those. And I should say, Amy, the way you feel about your kids and the way Paul feels about his, this is really marriage of all of you, and it's really so great to have this bigger family, which I've kind of taken for granted that you've all been part of the family for a long time anyway. So we're all so lucky to have you, and I couldn't be happier. And I'll stop crying and pass it to the funny guy. So, thanks.
So for those of you who don't know the Journey reference, right? So growing up, Paul was, I don't know if snob is the right word because it's not harsh enough, but Paul had the great record player that had the little tape deck in it. So the only one in the house, if we wanted to tape one of our records and put it on a cassette, had to be done in Paul's room. So I got Journey Escape with the dung beetle on the cover, right? Because that was their thing, strange. And Paul refused to allow me to even play the record on his record player to tape it until Judy interceded. And that's my mom, is Judy, right? So Paul he's come a long way, because I think he can stomach the new guy who sings for Journey, just recognizes there's some talent there. And does anybody? You play lights or something?
Okay, I'm done. I need to get paid tonight, so I'm done.
Circus lights. Anyone? No? I don't know where Mike came up with me being the funny one, because Paul is the funny one in this family, right? Some of us try and some of us do. And this guy, holy cow, his kind of dry wit is pretty fantastic. So maybe he'll come up and say a few things later. But, so y'all seen the movie The Wedding Singer? I have the microphone and you will listen to every word I have to say. So feel free to sit down. It's going to take about 15, 20 minutes. So my brother Paul has really, boy, he's come a long way. We all have, right? But Paul has, I could have written something down. That probably would have been useful. I had some ideas and they've escaped me now. When I think about Paul, I think about, boy, if I ever had a bracelet made up, it'd be WWPD. What would Paul do? And I think about, honest to goodness, like Michael said, just one of the kindest human beings that you ever want to know. He's got a soft spot in his heart for, I'm pouring drinks all over myself here, and this is like my first. He's got a soft spot in his heart for just people. He loves people, and so many great sides to him. But so this whole thing could be, they complete each other, and they do. Of course, we all know that, right? These two are better together. They are the perfect blend. Thank you, open mics, right? They, but y'all are just, you were perfect before, you're perfecter now. Just seeing, I was having lunch with Paul at Long Doggers when he told me about Amy, after he had first had his first date with Amy, and there was something different. Just could tell that, holy cow, this is a serious thing to pay attention to. And then we got to meet Amy, and then we got to know her family, we got to know her kids, and we got to, oh my goodness, what an incredible woman. And the two of you really were so good alone, and you're so much better together, that all these wonderful qualities that you'll hear about, or you know, or you'll discover, you see amplified when the two of you are together. It's really pretty fantastic. And Amy, I'm sorry, you get the family when you get this guy, right? So it's just how it goes. And we're not always going to see eye to eye, but we're always going to be family, right? So I would just say, God bless you both. This is just the perfect arrangement, I think, for each of you. I just ecstatic for you, for your family, for our family. And Amy, we're incredibly happy to have you. Paul, you don't choose your family, but well, you know, but we love you too. So congratulations, incredible wedding. It was, I thought the invitation said 4:30. I could have been wrong on that, but I think it kicked in around 5. So, well, were you doing something nice for somebody? That's what I heard, how those things happen. Right? I was ready. But congratulations. Let's raise a toast to, we could sing Hamilton right now, to the bride, to the groom. He doesn't have, whatever, yeah, right? Here's to Paul and Amy on this incredible day, to the McFadden family and that whole side, to the Raub family, as crazy as these people are. I'll tell you what, we got all kinds of crazy represented in this room tonight. So, and I'm glad we do, because we're all better together. So Paul, Amy, congratulations. Here's to you. And my 50th birthday is coming up in a couple of years. I expect something really special. So here we go.
If I were to talk much, it'll get rambly, and I'll cry a bunch. So I'm gonna sing a song and probably cry that I wrote for reasons that should be obvious from the situation. The only one who's heard this is Amy on Valentine's Day. Because we decided we weren't going to do presents, but you can't stop me writing a song, really. But there's a verse you haven't heard yet, so that'll be in here. I have the lyrics here somewhere, and I don't think I need them, but let's call it a security blanket. That's the one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Thank you all for, thank you, Jay. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks all for being here, for being part of this. If I started listing everyone who's helped make today happen, I would forget. But obviously, I want to single out Madeline, who's done so much, and the lovely and talented Michael Della Chapa, who set up the PA and also married us, and also he and Lisa introduced us in the first place, and how cool is that? So I'm just in lieu of a speech. Well, I guess I already almost made a speech, but this is a song. This is called No Flowers. You said no flowers, so I bought you none. I'll plant you hundreds before this year is done. Told you I'd cry. You said no presents, and I understand. I'll give you nothing you can hold in your hands. You're better with bows and ribbons and curls anyway. And everything soon becomes something to be put away. So I give you my shoulder, I give you my hand, I give you myself for as long as you can stand. You once said no cards, so I wrote this all out. With some time and a magnifying glass, you'll figure it out. You said nothing sweet from the grocery store shelves. So let's get everything wrong as we try to make it ourselves. You're better with bows and ribbons and curls anyway. And everything soon becomes something to be put away. I'll give you my shoulder, I'll give you my hand, I'll give you myself as long as you can stand. I asked you please do, you said I will. All these days later you said you do still. All of the present that we need today. Stood by our side as we said what we wanted to say. You're better with bows and ribbons and curls anyway. And everything soon becomes something to be put away. I'll give you my shoulder, I'll give you my hand, I'll give you myself as long as you can stand. I'll give you myself as long as you can stand.
worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you.
Hi, everyone. Just because no one introduced her, that was Ava singing that lovely song. And I'm Maggie. I'm gonna sing a less lovely song because no one's as lovely as Ava. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me.
I thought, how can I show my devotion? How can I show how much I love Amy? What can I do that, so she would love it, she would make everybody happy, really, pretty much, except possibly me. But how can I show her, what would I do for Amy that I would do for no one else?
them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop. Skip it. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. If you freaked dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may meow kiss the groom.